Today we're riding to a world-famous volcano, made so 46 years ago, nearly to the day, May 18th, 1980. Some of you may even remember the incredible eruption of Mount St. Helens, which leveled 200 homes and devastated the area for years to come. But what you may not recall is that Mount St. Helens is actually right here in Washington State. So I'm very excited to invite you along for the ride today through the backcountry to see the mountain in all her glory up close and personal. I'm Austin with Shishko Moto. Thanks so much for tuning into the channel. Let's hit the road, shall we? We are on the road in the beautiful town, well, leaving the beautiful town of Castle Rock, Washington State, before we hit the back road to go see this incredible mountain called Mount St. Helens. It's just an unbelievably nice afternoon here in the early evening out on the highway. It feels hot. It says 75 degrees Fahrenheit out on my screen there outside, but I don't know, it feels really hot even in this mesh gear. And I can't recall ever riding on this road, and I don't even remember the last time I saw Mount St. Helens in person. Oh, it's always lovely when you're following a trailer that's dumping mystery fluid. I will hope that's the fresh water overflowing slightly. We'll just get by the mystery fluid dripping trailer at all cost, and now the view is much improved. Whoa, that's a cool car. I'm excited for this ride. Like I said, I haven't been out here before, at least not in recent memory or long-term memory. I've thought about coming out here numerous times over the years, but the trip never really transpired. But today is such a clear day, and Mount St. Helens is sort of famous for being covered in clouds all the time, that even though it's late in the day, I decided to just make the trip and come out here. And maybe we'll catch a sunset. We'll see how close we can get to the volcano. But the real place to view the volcano is called the Johnston Observatory, or something like that. I can't recall, and that's not accessible and closed for the time being. But today we have a rare opportunity, being such a clear evening, knock on wood, to view the mountain without any cloud cover or with very little haze. At the very least, if this sort of road continues like this, we're going to have a great ride. I think that's probably a given. One thing that I'm always aware of when I leave late and get back late on these rides is animals in the road at dusk and at those hours, which we'll be doing this road on the way back at night, and again all the way back home at night. So that's going to be on my mind, but I think the sunset view of the mountain is going to be worth it. Look at all these lilies. That's pretty cool. This weekend happens to be Memorial Day weekend, and it is probably one of the most popular travel days or travel weekends that we have. And that was another reason why I decided that it wasn't too late in the day to get out on the road. I suspect, like I've said in the past, that most of the travelers are at their destinations by now, which leaves it free and clear for all the motorcycle riders. Hello, motorcycle rider. This temperature is going to drop drastically, so I am packing my other jacket with its liner and my warmer gloves. So I think I'll be set for comfort, as long as it doesn't pour with rain unexpectedly, which I'm 90% certain it won't. You never know, especially at the base of a mountain, what the weather's going to do to you, but I actually left the rain gear at home this time, so yeah, you know it's going to rain, right? If you leave your rain gear behind. It only rains when you don't have your rain gear. Not that I ever put it on anyway. What a beautiful empty road this is. I'm very happy right now. I'm always happy when the mesh gear's on and the sun is shining and it says 70 degrees on my temperature gauge. We have an empty road, beautiful scenery. The list goes on and on and on. Who can complain, right? Well, you know, anytime you have a road like this that follows a river, I can't remember what river that is. We'll put the name of the river on the bottom of the screen there. But anytime you have a road like this that follows a river, it is just the best road in the world. Wow, the temperature just dropped 8 degrees in the last half mile there as we entered the forest. Glad I brought my extra gear. There's quite a lot of wildlife in this area. We have lots of bears, lots of birds of prey, the ever-present deer, and a myriad of other animals that I am forgetting about completely. But they're all here in densely packed population, so you don't want to go too fast around these parts, even, you know, before dusk. Like, it's well before dusk right now, but even at this time it can fool you into thinking they're not around. But right when you get comfortable, you'll see one just pop out in the middle of the road. So you gotta watch your speed. Well, you can really see the color of the soil on the riverbank down there. It's just the color of ash. And here's the mountain peeking out from the distance there in the middle of the road. The eruption triggered a 5.1 magnitude earthquake, I believe, which caused a massive landslide, and that is how it famously blew the side of the mountain apart and lost about 1,300 feet of elevation. So the mountain used to be, you know, that much higher. Yeah, wow, look at it. But as you may know, with the eruption and the landslide, there was an enormous pyroclastic cloud, which is when the the volcano blows, and instead of, you know, your traditional sort of Hawaiian scene of lava and stuff like that, you just get this cloud of ash rising into the atmosphere and flowing, you know, wherever the wind takes it. So it erupted in 1980, like we know, and I recently found out, while I was reading a little bit about it to refresh my memory, that it erupted again 2 years later, and it was not as serious, of course, but it spewed 10,000 feet up into the air, a big steam funnel. I didn't, prior to reading that, know that it had erupted again so soon after the 1980 eruption. Furthermore, Wow, look at this bridge. It's an amazing amount of logging. That's big industry around here. But anyway, what was I saying? Furthermore, I also didn't know that the volcano erupted again in 2004 and didn't actually stop until 2008, early 2008, I think January. So, you know, for nearly 4 years, it was extremely active, and people were uncertain if it would, you know, repeat the events of 1980 that were so devastating. The 1980 eruption also, of course, it leveled so many thousands of acres of land, and we maybe have seen the photos of all the trees just laid over like toothpicks from the power of the blast. And it was very disruptive to the terrestrial ecosystem, as you may imagine. But one thing I didn't know was that it was actually somewhat beneficial to the aquatic life in all the lakes and rivers, and those guys recovered relatively quickly. In a few years, the lakes and rivers were back to normal, thriving even. Oh, my ears are popping now. I don't know what the elevation is here, but we've climbed quite a bit, that's for sure. Look at this view. Really incredible. Of course, I gotta watch the road. Wow, that mountain really is something to look at. A sight to behold. Here's a viewpoint. Viewpoint rest area. This is not ideal Kawasaki terrain. Boy, you really get hot in the sun when you stand in there, and then once you move, you cool down pretty quick. We're climbing fast, and the temperature's fallen even faster to 61 degrees. It fell quite a bit just in the last few minutes. Looks like all these people are coming back from seeing the mountain. I love being the one that's going there while everybody else is coming back. Elk Rock Viewpoint. Yeah, let's stop there. Wow, that is something. That's some view. We're supposed to get a better view just a few minutes up the road here at the trailhead. Might have to hike a little bit, but that's okay because I'm wearing the hiking savvy motorcycle boots. Oh, I'm feeling a little chilly now. 55 degrees Fahrenheit on the indicator, and we're below the sun now. Wow, even in these rocks, you can see the ash color This is a great road. All these tight, twisty turns, you can't really take your eye off the road to see the view, but it is enticing. The view is all around you all the time. Pretty amazing. It'd be great if it'd be great for a passenger. Wow. That just keeps getting more and more incredible. You're not prepared for the magnitude. I mean, I know it's a mountain and everything, but still, the pictures do not do it justice. It is just awe-inspiring. There's another viewpoint. Wow, unbelievable. I've got a special viewpoint in mind, though, that's about, I don't know, several minutes up the road here. And I'm hoping to catch the sunset from there. And we should be. The sunset is in about an hour and 40 minutes. So I'm hoping we have plenty of time to hike in about half a mile and then get a nice view of the sunset on the mountain. And then we get to do all of this in the dark, which will be fun in and of itself. And I actually mean that. I really enjoy riding in the dark. I might even get to test out all the lights that are on the bike, although they are not quick to reach for the switches, that is, to dim in case a car is oncoming, and I don't want to be that guy who's blinding them too badly. Just a little bit is okay. Okay, I'm supposed to turn. Wow, that volcano is just ever present. Look at this. Really amazing. Johnston Ridge Observatory. Are they flagging us down? You're good? You're good?
Yeah, we're just trying to get a shot of the mountain.
Oh, okay. Oh, I saw those folks before at the little rest stop. They've got some nice bikes. I was like, they have a problem? Oh, those bikes don't look like the type that would have problems. You never know with bikes. Okay, we wind down this little road here down to, well, it's on the way to the actual observatory. Well, the actual observatory is this way, is what I mean to say. But it is closed. But the trailhead I want to access is allegedly just past that, or just past the visitor center that's right at the end of this winding road here. But before the observatory closed road. Okay, I think this is where the road is closed. But the trailhead is right here. Oh, seems to be still quite a few people here. Probably nowhere near as busy as it is during the peak of the day or the season. Parking. Before I just turned the bike off, it said 64 degrees Fahrenheit. It's supposed to get below 50 not too far from now, so I think what I'm going to do is, even though it weighs about 10 pounds, is put the other jacket on, just so I'm not freezing to death up there. Oh yeah, this massive jacket barely even fits in here. The best machines you turn around and look at when you walk away from them. Entering the little trailhead. I don't know how far it is, but we'll manage. Hummocks Trail number 229. 2.5 mile loop. We're not gonna do the 2.5 miles in full. I think we're gonna go about half a mile in. Well, hiking in motorcycle boots is Never the most enjoyable experience. But I didn't bring any other shoes just because this isn't really a challenging hike and I don't think it's very long. So we'll see if those are famous last words and I end up having to bust out the blister bandages or not. I was just talking to the couple that I met up in the parking lot there when my wedding ring fell off my hand and rolled somewhere. I didn't see where it went, and I was looking in the completely wrong area, but they spotted it. Thankfully, I'd really be in the doghouse there. I'm very glad they were there. And then I just talked to him on the trail, and he said, "Hey, did you bring a flashlight? Because you're going to be walking back in the dark." I said, "Oh, I did. I accidentally remembered a flashlight. Hooray for responsibility." I'm not a fit man. Take a breather here. Look at this. I don't know what you call it. This is me regretting putting the heavy jacket on right before a hike. Wow. It is so much nicer out here. It's nice anyway, but it's 100% better when you're completely isolated by yourself. It's a rare thing. I can count on one hand how many times I've come to places like these and actually been by myself. Pretty nice. Could get used to being a hermit. Thought I would try my hand at shooting a time lapse, so I've got the tripod set up and some settings that aren't entirely random. I don't think you can go wrong with, you know, the scene that we have here. So we'll see how it turns out. Yeah, I think it's good and dark out here now. Boy, time lapse. That takes patience. All right, it's time to get out of here now. I gotta find my way back down the trail and yeah, see if I don't get lost doing so. That'd be nice. This is me not regretting putting on the heavy jacket. It's cold. I can't believe I actually remembered that I had a flashlight in this backpack. I'm gonna make my way down this trail with my bear spray in my pocket and hope to find my way back without getting lost in the woods. It's a pretty distinct trail, luckily, so yeah, we'll just hope that doesn't happen. And yeah, so anyway, we'll meet you at the bike. I'll tell you one thing, hiking alone in the dark at night on a trail that is as narrow as you are is not for the squeamish. That was a spooky experience, but it wasn't very long. And I basically just keep my bear spray handy and you know, make sure I'm not sneaking up on any would-be passerbys, fuzzy passerbys of the bear kind, to be specific. But we're back on the road in the dark, heading back, and that was a really cool place to be. It was so worth hiking up that short trail and hiking back down in the dark to get that vantage point. And I mean, there was a couple of people in the beginning that were really nice and helped me find my wedding ring. They took a couple snapshots and left, and then I was the only one there, really. The sun went down and it was just epic. It was great. And now I just got to be really careful on these curves and watch out for more fuzzy creatures of the deer kind. My GPS has not caught on. It has not gotten the message just yet. So, back to following old school road signs. It's a good thing I'm old enough to be able to do that. Let's see if I still can. Beautiful night to be out on the bike, all alone in the wilderness, though. I can't get enough of it. I just finally got some cell signal, so I pulled over here where there's some light. Got some messages out to Petya saying I'm okay, I'm on my way back. That road's got to be one of my favorites to date. I probably haven't been to Mount St. Helens since I was just a little kid. It could have been 40 years ago since I was there. I certainly don't remember, but I do know what it looked like for the majority of my childhood, which was just trees leveled, just complete devastation for as far as the eye can see. And it's really nice to see now here in 2026 that, I mean, it's pretty much recovered. It's just going well out here in the mountains. So it is nice to see that. We have these little tree frogs. You know, it's sensitive creatures like that are an indicator of the health of an ecosystem. But anyway, I'm gonna hit the road back home. It's just a couple miles up here to the freeway, and then it's about 40 minutes or so to home. So I'll just end the video here. I hope you guys really liked it and enjoyed the view. I sure hope that time lapse turned out. I haven't seen it yet, but yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks so much for hitting that subscribe button, liking, commenting, all that stuff. Be sure to tune in next time to Shishikomoto for more. We'll keep producing the videos, and we're having a lot of fun with it. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Okay, bye. Apparently the hummocks for which this trail is named means something. I still don't know what a hummock is. I've read that word like 15 times on this short hike. They should start the hike with, a hummock is. Hummocks.